half-hour games, and no player is allowed to spend more than 15 minutes at the table in each game. Now, that's not very long, and it's led to some fascinating billiards, as you're about to see. Tonight's match brings together Ray Reardon, the 6-times world snooker champion, and Eddie Charlton, the world billiards number 4. Now, over the years, the pair have had many a tingling duel on the snooker table, and in 1975, Reardon beat Charlton by a single frame to win the world snooker title. Although he lost last week to Rex Williams, Reardon showed that he's no slouch when it comes to the 3-ball game. Stand by for action then as we join the beginning of the first game, Reardon against Charlton. The commentators are Ray Edmonds and John Pullman.
So it's Eddie Charlton from Australia
with the white ball
to break off in this first game. Best of 3 games, this. In each game, each player allowed just 15 minutes at the table. Well, Eddie attempting there to leave the red ball in baulk, but didn't achieve that, but it's still pretty safe.
missed it.
Well, the ball's running very safely in this initial couple of minutes of this match. And time, of course, very important. Oh, it's Ray Reardon who draws first blood. 2 points. In off the white, try to bring the white down as near as possible to the red. Bring that out into the game.
Four.
I'd be quite satisfied with that, I should think.
Six. Eight.
Little screw backing off the red.
11.
The cannon is a little wide.
11, Ray Reardon.
So, Eddie Charlton has got an opportunity here.
Two.
Eddie had a good run in the World Billiards Championship earlier in the year, losing in the final to Mark Wildman, so noted for his billiards a little more than his opponent. In off this red to the corner is a little bit difficult. Must avoid the double kiss because the red is very tight to the cushion. And got the double kiss.
Two, Eddie Charlton. 2.
Shouldn't have any problem in off the
5.
red. Just bring the red down the centre of the table. Give himself a choice
8.
of shots, in off in the middle or a cannon. In off in the middle is the obvious one.
11.
That's a pretty good position. Cannon should bring the balls into a reasonable
13.
top of the table position. And that's a billiard term whereby the white or your opponent's white is either on or between the back cushion and the red spot.
16.
And you build a break with a sequence of a pot followed by a cannon.
$19. 21. 24.
Well, he made a
27.
break of 70 in his first match against Rex Williams before losing that game.
29.
So Ray can play the game a bit. Slightly underhit that one, wanted to leave a
32.
cannon. Hasn't got the angle, so it'll be another pot red. Now
35.
just a little cannon, push the red to the right-hand corner.
37. 40. 43.
Now this time the cannon looks a little wide, so it'll be in off the red. And again, bring the red down for a pot into the middle this time.
46. 49. 52. 54.
'I think he can get in off the white, off the cushion first.
56.
That's left him a choice of two very straightforward in offs. Red or the white in good position.
59. 61. 63.
'Not quite as he planned, but the in-off white is difficult, so in-off red looks fairly straightforward.
66.
Now this time the in-off red was too wide. It would have wanted a really powerful shot, so Ray playing the cannon. A little bit of good fortune getting the in-off.
69.
But now, quite a problem. The red in baulk, very difficult to get any kind of scoring shot, so just playing safe with it.
Oh, very good effort there from Ray Reardon. 69 points on the board, but his next shot will undoubtedly be a double baulk.
Two, Eddie Charlton.
Well, not a particularly good shot there from Eddie. Wanted to leave the red in a bit nicer position than that.
Miss. Two, Eddie Charlton.
Just for the benefit of viewers, John, normally a miss is a foul shot at billiards, but when you are faced with a double baulk situation, obviously you are allowed to play what one could deem a deliberate miss and not be penalised.
Two.
Well, it was a great cannon from Eddie Charlton, but his opponent congratulated him.
Five. Eight.
And Eddie now with just the red ball in play. So you'll want to get that down to the middle pocket somewhere so that you can pot it and get position to go in off that yellow ball. And all that was purely academic because he's missed the long in off.
Two. Two, Reardon.
And that kind of in-off is the one that billiards players usually find very easy, but Ray doesn't play a lot of billiards nowadays, and consequently they're easy to miss.
Three.
Now the yellow is just out of baulk. It's just the right side of the baulk line from Eddie Charlton's point of view.
Three, Eddie Charlton.
Ray trying to stop the red, realised it was going beyond the baulk line. So now faced with another long enough to the right-hand pocket. Hasn't got one yet. Now this time changes his mind and plays the cannon.
Five.
But he'll be pleased with the white dropping in. Able to leave Eddie Charlton double baulked again.
Five, Reardon. Miss. Two, Reardon. Three. Six.
Ray not absolutely perfect for the in-off, having to play a fairly thin contact, but
Eight.
now faced with Rather awkward one. The white's gone just too far for the in-off in the middle pocket. Not far enough for the cannon, so now placing the ball for the in-off to the right-hand corner. And you probably heard him. He said, I still can't get it. Hasn't got one of those today yet.
Two.
Now, Ray Reardon with just about
Two. Eddie Charlton.
5 minutes left of his allotted 15 minutes. Eddie Charlton with about 10 minutes to go. So this first game still wide open.
Two. Five. Eight. $11.
Cannon this time trying to push the red over the left-hand pocket.
13.
Count 6, and best shot Ray could have played there, leaves him nice straightforward in off the white.
$21. $23.
Now, got the perfect contact there.
25. $28. 30.
Well, played the wrong shot a couple of shots ago. Should have got the yellow ball the other side of the table.
32.
Still scoring, but now gradually getting out of position.
34.
It has built up a lead now of 115 points. So Eddie Charlton will have to do something very shortly. He'll run out of time.
40. $43.
And at last, Ray
46.
Reardon managed to get what we call the long loser, that long in off into the top corner pocket.
$48. $51. $53.
Well, the break now goes to 53. That's the second half-century effort for Ray Reardon in this game, and I think that's going to take a little bit of beating.
55.
Still very nicely in position.
Just a little bit of a problem. Ray would just like to pot the red and leave it into the opposite corner pocket, but the white's obstructing the route, so
58.
having to come out to the middle of the table and leave himself either a cannon or in off white. Well, at the moment, the balls are running very well for Ray. The yellow ball following through was a bit of good fortune, leaving himself a fairly straightforward cannon.
65.
Now showing that not only can Dennis Taylor play with both hands, so can Ray Reardon.
68.
The red not able to go on its own spot, goes on the pyramid spot, or the pink spot at snooker.
70.
And Ray Reardon almost out of time. So Eddie Charlton now with still 10 minutes to play. But 150 points in arrears, and he will have to get them all at this visit. As soon as he misses a stroke, the game is all over.
Three.
Yes, John, he's certainly got enough time to do it. He could make a 150 break in 10 minutes quite comfortably. But of course, to do it when the watch is ticking away, there's added pressure there.
7. Ten. 13.
Well, the crowd applaud, but it really wasn't to Eddie's advantage, the red falling in the middle pocket.
$15.
And that wasn't a very good shot. Meant to leave himself a cannon, yellow to red, but can't go direct. We'll have to use the back cushion.
17.
And now faced with a more difficult shot. May play the screw cannon to bring the white back to the yellow and the red round the table. He's made a 5 shot of it, but still a little bit in trouble.
22. Eddie Charlton.
And that's the shot that brings the game to an end. So Ray Reardon wins the first game, goes into a 1-game-to-0 lead.